Hi guys, welcome once again to another video. So last week I shared the episode 1 of my self-discovery journey, and I said I was going to be sharing it episode by episode. So today this is the episode 2, and that last week I talked about how I started wrapping clothes around my leg, how I was not comfortable in my own skin, how I didn't love my whole being, how I didn't love anything about me despite receiving compliments from a lot of people. Despite receiving compliments. And I also said something like my parent never for once told me I was not beautiful. In fact, I had lots of compliments from my family, but I didn't believe any of those things. So the moment you don't believe certain things about yourself, no matter what anybody says outside, it won't just click, it won't stay because you yourself don't have that belief system about yourself. So it didn't click. I didn't understand what they were saying. So I just felt less. I just felt insecure about my whole body. So today's episode, I'll be sharing the continuity of last week's episode. All right, fast forward to when I entered school. I kept on receiving lots of compliments on how beautiful I was, how articulate I was in certain areas, how sensible I was, and I was able to actually help some people come out of certain stage. When there's a problem in school back then, I they easily call me, Maka, please come and help this person. This person is passing through this. And I just felt like, okay, these people were disturbing me at that time. And but in my mind, I'm like, why are they picking me? Why are they calling me? What did they see? All of this goodness, all of this beautiful thing that they saw in me, I was not seeing half of all of these things. So that was where the problem lied. So I met this amazing guy. This guy came my way and he asked me out at that time in school. And the reason why I said yes to this guy was this, because he was cute. He was cute, and he had the kind of physique I wanted or I liked at that time. And I said yes to him because I felt, okay, if this person is in my corner, he will be able to compliment me in some certain type of way. When they see fine boy beside a fine girl, like, beside a girl, when the girl is beside a fine boy, there's this prestigious act or behavior or something. There's this way you feel. So that's what I thought I needed at that time. So I said yes to him, and we were in the relationship like we were not in the relationship. And what do I mean? He actually started giving me things he wanted me to do. Sometimes he has programs. He doesn't even invite me to public programs that he hosts or is going for. And sometimes when I talk to him, like, okay, why didn't you invite me for this? You'll be like, he doesn't want to stress me. He doesn't want to this. Then one day he said something to me. He said, Valerie, look at this, my friend. Why don't you dress like this? Why don't you be like this? Sometimes try to do makeup. Sometimes try to do this. I am not the makeup type. I don't really like every makeup. Even if I'm going to do makeup, it's always going to be light. So I'm not the type to wear makeup every day. I love natural. I love being natural. I love being natural. So I had to start bending to his rules unconsciously because I felt that that was the only way I could keep this guy in my corner and look beautiful. So he said, okay, I should dress in one certain type of way. I tried dressing that way also. Like I started changing a whole lot of things because of this guy. And at the end of the day, we were dating like we were not dating. And that was the truth. So I put in so much effort to please this guy, to be in his corner. Then when he was going to break up with me, he broke up with me in the most painful way. And the first relationship you ever have that is serious, not this playful relationship that, oh, I want to date you, and you're like, oh, okay, and you guys are not even talking. But the first relationship I was gonna have that was serious, it broke up with me in the most painful way. When you've put your whole heart into a relationship and the person just comes and tells you, I was never in love with you, you know so it just confirmed my fear. It just clicked, like, oh, this is the reason why I don't like bringing people to my corner. This is why I don't like having friends, because they will lie to you. And the truth was, it is not about all of those people, it's about me. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't love myself. I had a negative mindset towards me. So no matter what anybody told me at that time, I would believe it. Anything negative, I would believe it. So I believed this guy a whole lot that okay, I was the problem. I could not keep a relationship. But much later, when I was going to ask him this question, like, okay, why and what happened? He told me the main reason why we broke up and the whole story ended. But then I've already worked on myself, so I did not even give a damn about what he was saying, or I didn't really mind, you understand, because I now realized then that I was not the problem. But at that time, I thought I was the problem. So when other guys came my way, I pushed them away easily and quickly because I felt, what's the point? What's the point? Even when the good ones came, I pushed them away. Yes, that is it. Good people will come your way, good people will come my way, and eventually I used my hand to push them away because I felt they were all out there to deceive me. They are all out there because I am not beautiful. So these people just want to be in my corner for being sake. They want to use me. I had no idea what I was thinking back then. I don't know what was wrong with me. I just felt I was not deserving of certain things. So I pushed away good people. That's the truth. I thought I was not deserving of certain things. So I pushed away good people a whole lot. Then there was this particular person that was in my corner that was like, that he constantly kept on pestering me. And he was like, Amaka, you're a good person. I really like you. I do this, I do that. But still, guys, I did not budge because I thought they were all great. They were all out there to get me. Like, let me just be in my corner. You know how a snail will go back to, or a tortoise will go back to his shield. His shield. That was the same way I did. I went back to my shield, thinking I didn't deserve certain relationships. I didn't deserve certain friendships. I didn't even deserve to hold a lot of things. Then fast forward to when somebody came to meet me. Now, this was one turning point I had. Somebody came to meet me and said she had been looking up to me, that I'm a good person. She really wants to be my friend. She likes me. A whole me. Like me. So when she made that statement, I I didn't know how to tell her that I was also looking up to her, that I loved how she is or the her personality. I didn't know how to tell her at that time. But when she told me this, I looked at myself, I sat down and I was crying. Yes, guys, I cried. Why did I cry? Because while growing up, I told you that I used to teach a lot. Like I teach during my peers, teenagers, even in children's school. Like I used to lead. Yes, I lead a lot. So okay, my mind now said, but I'm saying it now that I do lead a lot right from childhood. So I already knew when some people tells you some things, there are some things that are correct. So when she told me that she had been looking up to me, I went to my corner, I was crying, like, okay, so somebody actually is looking up to me. Somebody loves the way I am. Somebody, and why am I not loving myself? So I didn't know how to go about it. I didn't know how to love myself. But a particular friend of mine helped me out. And I'll be sharing that story in the episode 3 on how he helped me and how two other people helped me and how I was able to like sit myself down, talk to myself, like, okay, now this is it, you know. But when she said that statement, I still didn't believe it. After crying, I still didn't believe it. I just felt, this person is lying. So I just went back to my shield, being the Amaka that I was, being just me, not loving myself, wrapping the clothes around my leg. So I didn't stop wrapping that cloth around my leg till I finished ND. Yes. I didn't stop wrapping that cloth around. Nobody noticed, but somebody noticed. Somebody very close to me eventually noticed. So the idea of wrapping the clothes around my leg here was so that it would have the same balance with the left leg. But the truth is, it didn't change much. I thought it did, but it did not change much. So I was living my life that way. Whenever I want to do something, I push my friends, the one I already have in my corner, I push them to the front. I always want to be at the back. I don't want to, always be at the forefront. I don't want to even be the first person to answer questions. I don't even want to do anything, because I was afraid that I was not enough. I was afraid that if I answer certain questions, I won't answer them well. Okay, so before I share that my other friend's story in the next episode, let me quickly give you a tip on this. There was this other guy that liked me back then in school during our ND days. He also helped me a bit. And how did he help me? Whenever we were to read together, he asked me certain questions. And when I just answer them out of the blues, he'd be like, babe, you're smart. And I'll be like, eh. So I didn't even believe I was smart. Yes, I never believed I was smart. So he'd be like, babe, you're smart. Like, ah. So he always wants to ask for advice. I helped him to the point that he started a business. And he was like, because of you, I was able to acquire this. Because of you, I was able to do this. And I was like, eh. You know? I was just like, it's a normal thing. Any sensible person should know this. And he said, no. It is not everybody that knows how to do this. It's not everybody that knows how to arrange things this way. It's not everybody that even has an idea on how business should be or what to do next. And I was like, eh. So I have sense. When somebody tells you you have sense and you're asking yourself, I have sense. That was how I was then. So I was asking myself, so I have sense. So then I asked that guy, okay, what else did I do for you again that you really liked? So he started listing and listing, and the lists were endless. And I was like, am I this good? Am I this good? But still, it did not make me come out immediately from that shield. But guys, that was where I started taking note of little things about myself. I started taking note of those little things I ignored. Those little things I felt were not necessary about me. I started taking note of those little things. So that is what low self-esteem can do to you. That's what insecurity can do to you. When you don't love your body well enough, anybody that comes your way and tells you, I don't like a fat, I don't like a plummy girl, you will tell yourself that, oh, it's because I'm plumbing, that's why people are not coming my way. Now, to the present age, I was in a friend's house recently and there was this plummy girl there. So everybody was like, she's fat. And the girl said, no, I'm not fat. I'm just plumbing. Even me, I shocked. He said, I just have a little body. I'm just a plummy girl. And I'm like, In my mind, I'm like, you're fat, auntie. But the way she said it, like, don't call me fat. This is who I am. And I am beautiful in my own skin. I was like, oh, wow. And everybody was like, we are sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry. Because she has already come to a point where she's appreciating her body, where she acknowledges that, okay, this is who she is, and nobody can talk her down about her body. So when you don't love yourself, when you are insecure about something about your body, when people make little comments about that thing, it gets to you quickly and you don't feel beautiful. It is only when you begin to love yourself, when you begin to acknowledge certain things about yourself, that is when the whole world will appreciate that thing about you. But once you do not do it, just few people, and they are very rare, very rare to come by. I guess God had something to do for me or in my life. That was why He sent these few people, these three people I'm going to list in my next episode. That's why I sent these people my way. I've listed one today, the girl that told me that she had been looking up to me, because that was a turning point for me. But did it really change much? Did it really change much about me? You'll find out in the next episode. Did I really stop wrapping clothes around my leg, or how did I even stop wrapping clothes around my leg? You'll find out in the next episode. Did I love myself after I was told that I had common sense and I am a business oriented person? You also find out in my next episode. All right, guys, I hope you learned something today, and I hope I was able to lift someone's spirit today. If you're just joining me, please um subscribe to my channel and hit that post notification bell to get notified when I post more videos. And don't forget to smash the like button, share this video, and also comment down below. Let me know how this video has impacted into your life. My name is Valerie Amaka Nwaji, and I am a relationship and self-discovery coach. All right, guys, until I come here next time, bye bye, and do well to have a great day.